Aries, let's get straight into your reading. If you're confused about anything, then please do read my description box and my pinned comment below, especially if you're new to tarot. If you're cross-watching for an Aries, then just switch over the roles. This is general, so it's not going to resonate for absolutely everybody. Okay, right, so Aries, what is coming in towards you throughout the month of December? Let's take a look. Okay, I will say as well at this point in time, any of the zodiacs that I mention, please use your very best discernment. Okay, they could be placements in your own chart, or it could be relevant to the individuals that you're dealing with. Right, so you have Death, Scorpion energy. The Ace of Wands is fire, Aries, Leo, Sag. The Seven of Coins is Taurus, the Devil, Capricorn. Lovers, Gemini. King of Cups, Scorpion. The King of Swords in reverse, that is Aquarian. The Five of Cups is Scorpion. What else please for Aries? Okay. And the Ace of Coins, Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Right. The energy at the bottom of the deck is the Four of Swords. It's Libra energy. What's under there? The King of Coins, Taurus. Okay. Three kings, one of them in reverse. The Hanged Man, Pisces, Judgment, Pluto. And Eight of Coins, Taurus. Okay. Aries, the first thing that I'm seeing here, there could have been a situation that was playing out at your workplace, and you might have been accused of doing something at a workplace that you didn't do. You could have been on the receiving end of someone else's bad temper at a workplace. That there's really bad feelings that's being created within your work situation. I do see with that Judgment card, it's like you're trying to weigh up as to whether or not you should stay in that current work environment or if you should look for something else. I do, even though I'm not seeing the Ace of Cups energy, I'm feeling that Ace of Cups energy, which is the apology, right? So I do feel very, very strongly that you're going to be receiving an apology from someone who is in a position of management and basically asking for you to stay or asking for you to come back. The second scenario that I'm seeing here is with this Four of Swords, that can pertain to a sickness. So if you've been off work for a long time due to ill health, I do see you getting back out there and getting back into a position where you're earning financially once again. Okay, so that's really good news right across the board. Frustrating and very disappointing that you had to put up with that sort of thing in the first place, but do you know what, we can't always control, well, we just can't control what other people do. We can only control how we react to the things that others chuck at us. Okay, I do see that you're reacting to this in a very well-mannered way, really mature way. It's nice. Right, what's going on here? So you've got the Lovers that's central to this read, so something to do with a partnership. It could be a romantic situation. I mean, we do have the King of Cups right here. There's someone around you, Aries, that's making you feel really uncomfortable. And it has come out with the Devil as well. Devil, the Lovers, and the King of Cups. I always look at the card that's central to your read first, because everything else that's going on around you is purely because of whatever it is that's in the middle of the read. It's like the bone of contention, if you were. So, yeah, there's something about this Devil energy. It is absolutely making me feel really on edge. Of course, not helped with the fact that right underneath the devil is the King of Swords, specifically in reverse. So an individual who allowed their mouth to run off with them, that they weren't thinking about what it was that they were saying, and they said a lot of really hurtful things, things that they can never take back, basically. Again, not like, it's not necessarily going to be romantic for you, especially at the beginning of the month. The beginning of the month reads are engineered more towards like a broader picture of everything else that's going on in your life, and not just focused on that one area. However, given the nature of what I'm seeing in your read, Aries, that this is some kind of relationship problems that is coming out. Again, not necessarily love, although for some of you, yes, it absolutely could be. There's a couple of individuals around you, Aries. One of them is just not, I want to say they're not very bright, okay? Someone around you, like the one that's at the forefront of everything, they've been incredibly hurtful and damaging with what they've said. And they could have said it to you directly, or they could have said it to people around you. Either way, it was very, very cutting, very hurtful, and incredibly harmful. Now, what they've done is they have they've become angry, and then they've taken it out specifically on you. Cross watchers, that could easily be in reverse, okay? It could easily be an Aries that said some hurtful things to you that they cannot take back. Okay, so you just have to take it as if or when it resonates for your particular situation, right? I'm going to clarify this, devil, because again, I'm getting like a hidden undertone to this devil card. Why the devil, please, for Aries? Thank you. The Queen of Wands, yeah. So the hidden undertone, basically, Aries, is somebody does actually really, really like you. That they're lying about it, that they're lying to themselves. I'm getting a vibe of nagging. Someone's nagging on you because they actually really do like you. But they've got this idea in their head that they can never have you because you're above them, okay? They're not approaching you correctly, right? I mean, with that Seven of Swords energy, that's lies, deceit, trickery, omission. It can be omitting the truth as well. And then Queen of Wands. So, like, whoever this is that you're having problems with, Aries, they see what you're capable of with this Queen of Wands energy. Again, the cards in tarot, there is no gender, right? It's just the polarization of the energy. So don't worry if you're a man and you're like, oh, why am I showing up as the Queen of Wands? It's just the polarization of the energies, okay? Like, literally. This is someone, a description of you, basically. You're very, very good at seeing what is being hidden from view, right? So you're going to be picking up on things that are not necessarily immediately obvious to everybody else, right? Because the Queen of Wands can be someone who is very knowledgeable when it comes down to the occult, which just means the hidden, you know, the things that take place behind the veil, the laws of the universe, all that good stuff, okay? So a Queen of Wands can be someone who is oftentimes privy to information that everyone else tends to miss because they really do pay attention, right? Queen of Wands. It's also, depending on the context of which it comes out, it can also be someone who is very, very beautiful, or handsome on the inside and the outside. So a beautiful soul. All right. And often very, very misunderstood as well. So I do absolutely get the strongest impression here, Aries, that you have 100% been misunderstood. Not that that tends to bother you usually, but there's something that this individual said either to you or about you that actually really did bother you. You know, if it had come from anyone else, either you would have laughed at them or punched them in the face, you know, one or the other. But because it came from them specifically, you're like, whoa, dude, what the fuck? You know, it was just completely unexpected for that to leave their mouth. Because at one point you had that individual, rightly or wrongly, on a pedestal. At one point you actually really did look up to them, and they have disappointed you in the most hurtful way possible, right? And again, I'm not seeing that they're going to be able to come back from this. Death, right up there, standing on top of the devil's head, and then the King of Swords in reverse. So the King of Swords in reverse is the hidden undertone behind the devil. That is the hidden undertone. Some of you have been dealing with an individual who has revealed themselves to be really quite abusive in nature, and it's changed. Death, change, metamorphosis. It's changed the way that you've seen them, like for good. For good. I don't see any kind of comeback from this, because once they've revealed their true colours, it's a done deal for you. Like from that point forward, you'll never trust them again. The other scenario that I'm seeing with this Queen of Wands and Seven of Swords energy, and bearing in mind that we also do have the Ace of Wands as well, it's quite likely, Aries, that somebody has had, say if this is about a romantic situation for some of you, I'm seeing that a revelation is coming forward about somebody being unfaithful. Now, either they're dealing with you directly, either you're finding out that you were the other person in their life, or someone that you're dealing with has got another person. Purely sex-based situation, not healthy, not great, but there it is for some of you, not all of you. Okay, so you absolutely do need to use your very, very best discernment here, because only certain pieces of this read is going to be relevant for your specific situation. Okay, never force anything to fit your situation. When you know that that's not what's been going on, then it just simply means that that part of the read does not apply to you, and it's for another Aries or a cross-watcher someplace who is dealing with a distorted Aries. Okay, right, so we are looking at that Seven of Coins is bothering me as well, because it's a card of harvest, right? So with this one, usually this is a really positive energy, and depending on what side of the table you're sitting at for this particular read is going to dictate whether or not that's going to be a positive or a negative energy for you, because this is you reap what you sow. All right, like straight up, you reap what you sow. I do see that in the very near future, you're going to be investing yourself fully in a brand new situation. Now, this other brand new situation might Either it begins as a very sex-based situation, or for those of you where this is about like your work, then this would be creativity. So you could be fully throwing yourself into a creative endeavor. Doesn't make a difference if you're a builder, a baker, a painter, a songwriter, you know, it's all creative energy at the end of it. This is all about how that energy is being utilized. Okay, and I'm seeing very clearly with these two as a combination, you reap what you sow. So you're putting some kind of creative energy out there, and guess what? That's exactly what you're going to receive back with interest. Okay, with interest. Why is death here, please, for Aries? Some of you are potentially beginning a brand new relationship or business partnership, specifically with a Scorpion, a Gemini, or an Earth sign. Okay, because if you look at it this way, you've got death, the lovers, and then the Ace of Coins. That's a brand new partnership. Now, what type of partnership that is, it's completely up to you. It's going to be different for all of you, but there is a new venture with this Ace of Coins and the Ace of Wands that is going to make you incredibly happy. Also, for some of you, again, it's going to really fulfill you emotionally as well. So no longer are you going to feel like you're just wasting your time. You're no longer going to feel like you're not contributing or something like that. The King of Cups energy, when we're not talking about romance, the King of Cups energy is someone who knows that they're doing the right thing. They know that they're on the right path. It feels right. It feels good. And they feel really satisfied. And they honestly feel like that they're starting to mature and that they're able to be themselves as well. That's like the King of Cups energy. So whatever temporary destruction you experience, Aries, over the next couple of weeks, there is going to be a lot of good that actually does come from it. Remembering as well that that death energy is about a rebirth, a potential rebirth, especially in this deck, because it's literally a phoenix. Okay. The lovers. I can't remember what I was clarifying. Yeah, I asked about the death card, didn't I? And we got the lovers that came out. So yeah, for some of you, repeating messages, a brand new partnership or a brand new relationship. Again, like you can put that business or romantic. Tell me about this King of Swords reversed. Thank you. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. Oh, okay. Whoever that King of Swords reversed is, they're about to learn a very harsh lesson. A very harsh lesson. The world. Because you don't treat people like that. At the end of it, whoever that King of Swords reversed is, they wish that they could take it back, but they can't. Like, the genie's out the bottle, as they say. There is no taking it back. So literally they're going to have to sit in this Five of Cups vibe, which is guilt, remorse. It's just so utterly frustrating because it could have easily have been avoided as well if only they'd just kept their mouth shut. You know? Wheel of Fortune in the world, like, it's done. It's a done deal. And now they're going to have to face the consequences of whatever it was that they said or did to you. The consequences being, you're not going to be, you're not sticking around. You're not putting up with that. Why should you? Why should anybody put up with that kind of behaviour? That's the consequences for them. They now have to deal without having you around. Like they've lost it. They've lost you. King of Swords, yeah. Again, this one's come out upright, so literally they know what they've done is wrong. Try as they might, they can't take it back. Hanged Man, they definitely want to. Two of Wands, the Hierophant, but it's too late. The Magician, is too late. Yeah. Three of Swords. Ace of Cups, the Magician. They might potentially try with this Magician and the Ace of Cups. I get like a love bombing type energy. You know, that's someone who is super, super desperate to try and get you back. So they might use love bombing as a tactic to try and win you back, you know. I don't see it working though. You're a lot smarter than that to fall for that kind of behaviour. Way smarter. And again, like, you can still be love bombed even at a work situation. There are so many different ways that somebody can be love bombed. It's not always just romantic, okay? It's literally that this read is you taking a stance and saying, do you know what? I'm not going to stay in an environment where quite clearly I'm not wanted. So I'm going to leave. I'm going to live my best life. To hell with you. And that's that, you know. That's literally the crux of this read. It's for Aries, please. Oh, wow, okay. So you've got number 6, birth of creation, potential growth. So that's like a Mother Earth, divine feminine, Empress energy. You know, it's definitely got that kind of vibe to it. Okay, let's have a look. Some of you could be dealing with a Virgo as well, or you could have heavy Virgo placements in your own chart. I'm getting Virgo vibe. Okay, so it says potential growth and a fresh start. Since ancient times, the egg has become a symbol of the universe, creation, and life itself. It's symbolic of the holy resurrection and Trinity, the seed of potential life, of luck and wisdom. A representation of womanhood and fertility, eggs that are needing incubation and serve as a protection for the growing life within. A gathering of energy, a combination of light and shadow, yin and yang, all meeting in one sacred space, evolving and growing at a rate invisible to the outside world. Like any egg, life can be fragile. Given a sustainable environment, life emerges, cracking and opening its protective layer to witness the outside world. You are also a product of your environment. Everything that is around you is destined to evolve, change, and develop as you grow physically. These environmental influences form a part of your conscious actions as you adapt to the world around you. Spending time with others can influence your behaviour, character, thoughts, and beliefs. Positive or negative, their energy integrates with yours and it can affect your choices. Spend more time with people that ignite the fire in your soul rather than those that hold you back from success. Now, isn't that spooky? Right now, your spirit is asking you to try new routines. Get creative. You could make a vision board about what it is that you would like to achieve in life, whether small or large goals, interests, either short or long-term achievements. Take the time to nurture these areas. Birthing new ideas and projects can bring you very many blessings. Family matters, children and fertility are all in focus now. Seek professional advice to maintain or provide a sustainable and healthy environment. If you're preparing to start or add to your family, your physical issues and emotional matters need to be addressed now. And the shadow aspect to this card is resurrecting the past, rigidity, or victim-based mindsets. The crystal that it's suggesting could be beneficial for you at this time is kunzite, Kunzite. The angel assistance is Archangel Jophiel, which pertains to family harmony and nurture life. And then the positive affirmation is I adapt lovingly to new environments and I nurture new life with love. Creating a brand new life for yourself. As I said, you're never ever ever gonna stay in an environment where you don't feel safe or welcome. Like you will get out of that situation so quickly. Like you never hang around for the same person to disrespect you twice, ever. Some of you as well, you could be struggling with like fertility treatments. I do see that being very, very successful as well. So never, ever, ever give up on your hopes and your dreams, okay? You can make it happen and you will be successful, especially with that Wheel of Fortune being there too, okay? Like you're destined to, for some of you, you're destined to have your own family, right? Daring, find your voice and use it nice and loud, even if it makes you feel uncomfortable. If you don't use it now, then nothing will change. Okay, so speak up. Don't be afraid to speak up. And then at the bottom of the deck, frustration. Your frustration is not wasted energy if it is channeled positively to create a better outcome for yourself. Embrace frustration and work with it, not against it. So with this one, it's reminding you that all emotions can be utilized in a healthy way. Fear, anger, frustration, envy as well. Pay attention to how you're feeling at this time, okay? And figure out where it is that your frustrations are coming from, and that is how you can channel it in a healthy and co-creative manner, all right? Okay, so to conclude your read, I'm pulling out the swearing decks. If you're easily offended at swearing, you're probably not a real Aries, and also you don't have to listen. For those of you who are enjoying my content, then you might want to consider hitting my notifications bell, and that way you'll be updated every time I upload a brand new video. So Aries, please. Okay. And then the tiny mouse, I skated away from the bullshit and lived happily ever after, the end. It doesn't matter how significant you are or feel, you can choose to leave a bullshit situation. Walk away with your head held high, say ta-ta or fuck off or whatever it suits you best. But do it with grace and go with love. Make your own happy ending. That is a beautiful way to end your reading, Aries. It ties in fantastically with literally everything that we have seen in your read. You don't have to put up with anything. Like, you know this. You know this. You could, for some of you, could be trying to deal with feelings of, oh, but I can't because they are fill in the blank here. And you're being told, like, you don't owe anybody anything. In fact, you owe it to yourself, if anything. So that is what I have for you. If you would like to book a private reading with me, then the link to do so can be found in my pinned comment below, and it's in my description box. Thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely week, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.